All right. Welcome to another episode, Tuesdays with Audie. And of course, I'm your host, Audie. We have a very someone special on camera today. Like I mentioned last week, this is Giselle, the young lady that, invited me to Jamaica, my best friend. Because of what this year, I, I enjoy Christmas. And, with everything that was done when we opened the gifts to the food, as I mentioned last episode, that her invited me into her home. It's been a wonderful experience. Anything you want to say to the fans?
Um, Hi guys, I'm Giselle, and it's been fun having Audie here for this Christmas. Actually, he's experienced a lot, and I'm hoping he'll stay a little bit longer so we can experience more. And from our talk, I've noticed he said it's a lot different, and I'm very excited to see and hear the full story at the end, because he's not much of a talker when you ask him the questions at first. He processes them and then he gives you probably in a
Tell him
long...
too much.
Okay, folks.
You tell him too much. I'm telling him everything, yes. so, so yes. With Christmas and the recap, like I mentioned, it was a wonderful experience. The gift giving and the gift receiving, it was great. The entire family structure around the Christmas tree and opening up the gifts is something that I've never experienced before. And just to see the shared joy and expression everybody faced when they actually received their gifts, it was like, whoa, this is stuff you see in the movies. But I got an opportunity for me to kind of be there and experience and live within that moment myself for the very first time. So thank you very much. Oh my gosh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So that was a brief recap of the holiday. So we know that the year is coming to an end. So with everybody who's going to be saying, New Year, new me, New Year, I don't know what we're waiting on the end of the year for, but I would just like to kind of mention that usually at the beginning of the year, I always do a monologue which recaps every single month, a month of the year, in terms of something I felt that was significant for me within that particular month. Usually there isn't every month doesn't have something, but at least I'm gonna try to do a series where I do 12 videos highlighting one or two key events in each month that kind of helped me to get to a certain point where I kind of grew a little. Whether it was some world event, whether it was something that happened personally, whether it was some new skill that I learned and how I applied it. Yes, I'm just gonna go and do a 12-day series where I upload a video every single day for each month. So you guys stay tuned. We're gonna be on pause on Tuesdays and Audie for the time as which it's being run. I think the first episode is gonna be dropped on the 31st, right before the new year, or I'll wait until the new year exactly. But that's what's gonna be happening for the next few days while the new year is here. Sorry about that. So yeah, let's go ahead. Since everybody's gonna be getting ready for some New Year's resolution, you have a New Year's resolution you want to share? No?
To find a job
Don't do it.
I am passionate about and build my family.
All right, see, that's the New Year's resolution for Giselle. Me personally, I don't necessarily make New Year's resolutions. I don't know why, but usually I usually have goals, but they're not resolutions. You may say that goals are resolutions for the new year, but usually I actually come towards the end of the year and kind of reflect on the year. First of all, this is why I do the monologues at the beginning of the year, to kind of see where I started and where I'm currently at, and see where it is that I want to go for the entire year. But usually I want to see how I do it daily so that it kind of builds into the entire year. So I know everybody, like I said, is going to be making New Year's resolutions. So here are a few tips and tricks that I can actually go ahead and give you in terms of trying to actually be committed to your resolution. Because by the time as you hit the middle of the January, we tend to kind of dwindle away from all that excitement and all the the hype around the new year in terms of what we want to accomplish. So here are a few tips and tricks that I would kind of recommend in terms of making it through the new year. The one thing I'm going to tell you straight off the top is that whatever habit it is that you're trying to actually go ahead and instill in yourself, you're going to get bored. Boredom is the key thing that you are going to hit, And because it's bored and it's repetitive, you are gonna feel like, oh my gosh, this is not for me. But we always want things to happen so quickly that we forget that anything good that we have in our life, it took time for us to get to that particular point. The person we are today, it did not happen in 1 year. It did not happen in 1 day. It did not happen in 5 years. It took whatever age that you are today in order for you to become the person that you are. So that took a lot of time for you to become who you are today. So first thing, go ahead and find something that you really enjoy doing. If it's you want to lose weight, find something you enjoy doing that will actually lead in terms of you losing weight. Whether if it's you enjoy playing a sport, go ahead and play that sport more often. Find people within the community who actually play that sport and actually wants to go ahead and meet up weekly and play that sport. That way you get your exercise in weekly or daily, and you pretty much have some kind of reward at the end of it that you receive, which is a shared joy of playing that particular sport. Daily, I would say, if you plan on losing weight, every single morning, just wake up, probably do one sit up, just one. Just don't even do a lot. Just do one. Just do one push up, one sit up, one squat. What else? One burpee, one of anything that you can possibly do. Just do one. Just one. I ain't telling you to do reps. I'm just telling you to do one of that. Just pick 2 or 3 exercises and just do 1 rep. That's it. I guarantee you, the moment you do that 1 rep on that one that you wake up, you find yourself doing another one and another one, because you could be like, why am I doing just one? It's just like, I could do way more than this. But just getting up and just saying, okay, I'm gonna wake up today, I'm just gonna do one of this thing, you will find yourself likely doing more than just that one. But just start off with one. Try to do it every single day at the same time, whether it's in the morning, the evenings. I would say do it before things get crazy in the day or after things get crazy. Don't do it while things are crazy. So that is one thing I'd recommend. In addition to that, the diet, that's going to be a key aspect in terms of your weight journey. So me personally, I'm a weekday vegetarian. I know a lot of people don't know what it is. Like, what is that, weekday vegetarian? So that means you are a part-time vegetarian? You're a fake vegetarian? Yes, guys, I'm a fake vegetarian, if that's what you want to call me. I don't eat meat during Monday to Friday. Sometimes I do actually, eat it on Fridays, and on the weekends, I give myself the freedom to eat whatever I want to eat, excluding pork. Unless if I'm in Jamaica and I'm eating some jerk pork. So
Broke it, people. I broke it. More than once. It didn't work.
No, the Bahamas. Whoa. So yes, pork is one of those things I don't eat frequently, but since I've been in Jamaica, oh my gosh, those jerk porks. Whew, there's one other person I do eat pork from, and surprisingly, she's also Jamaican. So hey, I guess there must be something about Jamaica and their pork. So
Jamaican people.
So yes.
No discrimination to the other Caribbean countries though, but pork is the best here.
And it is fresh, by the way. They kind of, they grow the animals themselves, and they kind of slaughter them, and then you get it fresh and grass fed without all that extra processing that we tend to get when we actually go to the food store and purchase those particular meat. So yeah, just want to say, make sure just whatever it is that your resolution is, align it to something that you already enjoy, so that thing that you already enjoy, you find that trigger that leads to you in actually doing whatever it is that you are setting yourself to accomplish for the new year. So make it part of your identity. I don't want to say attach your identity too much to it, where you feel as though if you don't do it, you don't know who you are anymore. I feel as though I've had that particular aspect of me hitting that point where I'm like, I don't know, if I don't do this thing, I don't know who I am anymore. So I mean, when I say make it a part of your identity, is that you want to make it part of something that you are striving to be. Because when we set goals are wonderful to set, but when we actually meet that goal, then we hit that point. It's like, now what? So don't make it just a goal for you to lose weight. Make it a journey of losing weight, so that you get to a point where you actually enjoy doing this thing, where it's no longer something that you dread waking up or doing, but now you find enjoyment in actually doing this particular thing. So I know weight loss is going to be one of the key things that we look into. If anybody interested in what weekday vegetarian entails, I'll probably just go ahead and do a video and kind of explain what it is in depth, and kind of give you some tips that I've used in terms of doing this. I've been doing weekday vegetarian for about 7 or 8 years now. I think I started in 2012, it's 2020, so practically 8 years. 8 years I've been a weekday vegetarian. It's not been easy. It's not religious. It's not any of those things. It's just something that I decide to do myself. So whether I want to, go ahead and, as people like to say, cheat, I can cheat whenever I want, because this is not this is a restriction I put on myself, and not some religious identity I'm trying to put on myself. Where that if I do something outside of my current habit, then I'm gonna feel guilty for it. Like this entire time being in Jamaica, I've been eating meat every single day, every day. So it's like, I can take whatever I want. It's like, working for yourself. You can take whatever day you want off, and you can do whatever you want and call it a day. But when it's time for you to put in the work, you just put in the work and call it, and then do your hours, and then you are fulfilled at the end of it. So that is one of those things that that I've enjoyed in terms of where it comes to being a part and making a weekday vegetarian part of my identity, that I find enjoyment in just doing it, and that's probably why I've been able to do it for such a long time. With that said, if anybody have any comments or any questions they want to ask, I mean, she's not single, guys. Sorry, she's not, and she's not taken by me either.
Funny. On that note, guys, even if he wanted to come to Jamaica and do his weekly diet, it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked. Would it?
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't have worked. Even though Jamaica is well versed in terms of their vegetation and growing crops, but I would find it hard to be in Jamaica and not consume all this tasty food that they have to offer. So yes.
You see the eyes rolling, guys? You know what that means.
So with that said, this is the end of another episode of Tuesdays with Audie. If you continue to find value in the videos and everything else, continue to go ahead and reach out to your friends and let them know about the channel. Hopefully they can find value on it as well. And then if you like it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that you can know when those videos are uploaded. Because like I said, in the next 12 days or so, I'm going to be uploading a video every day for 12 days. And then once we are done with that, then we will proceed in terms of our regular scheduled Tuesday meetings. And so before we leave off camera today, I just want to show you guys something. Oh my gosh, I tell you, the island life sweet. Look at this. This is called Lover's Lane, and right now, Lover's Leap, and you look like I'm almost in the sky, and I can touch the sky. This is how gorgeous this place looks, and oh my goodness, look at down there. Toasty. And with that said, as usual, peace, love, and enjoyment. And until the next one, deuces, I'm Audie. Peace.
Bye, guys.